Okay, guys. So there was a girl who I had a huge crush on back when I just got into the restaurant business. Okay. And, you know, she was always a pretty girl to me, right? She was always someone who I saw as attractive. But it wasn't until she started showing a lot of just avoidance where I really started to develop a huge attraction for her, huge desire for her, right? You know, it's a classic example of we want what we can't have, right? You know, she was this Latina chick, and, you know, she was beautiful, but she had this very quiet nature to her, right? Now, back in those days, because I didn't know any better, I took it automatically like, oh, she's not quiet, she's not shy, she just doesn't want to talk to me because I'm a loser, I suck, right? Already setting myself up for failure, right? Those two assumptions saying I'm a loser and I suck, and that's the reason why she's not talking to me, you're gonna see why that it was actually a completely fucking stupid idea to begin with, right? Well, I think I started, I don't even remember how I would approach girls back then. I mean, it almost feels, looking back at it, like I was just a completely different person, right? But all I know is that I eventually started talking to her and things would go great, but it always seemed like there were other people who she took more seriously than me. I do remember that back then I was more of like a class clown kind of guy, right? You know, more of a jokester, more of a jester. Now I'm a lot more serious, and to be honest, some people oftentimes when they meet me, they're like, "Are you good? Are you upset about something?" It's like, no, motherfucker, I just don't have to be fucking, you know, juggling fucking bowling pins for you. This is not a fucking circus, all right? We're here to work. I don't know if you've noticed, it's a job, okay? It's like, geez, I mean, what's wrong with you, man? But, you know, that's a story for another day. But back then, I always had this thing of like, I need to just, you know, I don't want to push anybody's buttons. I don't want somebody to have to ask me if I'm in a bad mood, right? And so I would just find myself joking around with her. And what ended up happening was every smile that she would give me, I'm like, oh gosh, maybe she likes me, right? And every time that she would be kind of distant, I would say, oh fuck, I did something wrong. I turned her off, right? Well, the fact of the matter is, I think there was one specific moment where she saw that I was talking to another girl and she made a joke like, oh my gosh, you're cheating on me, right? And I think I responded something like, no, we're not talking, you know, like, it's just a friend, you know? And I think I actually felt threatened in that moment, like, oh shit, I fumbled the football, like she might actually not want to talk to me again because I broke her heart. I got her upset because she saw me talking to somebody else. I ruined my chances. So what am I getting at, right? You're probably thinking, okay, so when the fuck does big old daddy Neville get involved with this, right? Well, ladies and gentlemen, if I wouldn't have started with the assumption that whenever she's distant from me, it's because, not because she is naturally a quiet person, but it's because she actually doesn't want to talk to me, she doesn't like me, she's not interested, because I already started off in that fucking assumption, guess what? I started acting as the person who she doesn't like, who she's only fucking quiet and is hesitant to engage in conversation with me because she doesn't like me, right? But guys, she, looking back at it with the fucking sex god goggles that I have on now, I'm like, holy shit, she actually was kind of digging me. You know, she was laughing, she was giggling sometimes, you know. And looking back at when she said, oh my gosh, are you cheating on me? it never fucking dawned on me like, wow, she would not have fucking said that if she didn't have any sort of feelings for me, right? Now, granted, there are some girls who just are natural flirts, right? But think about it. Like, if I fucking told myself, you know what? I don't even know who this girl is, but she's mine. And I know that every single hot girl on the fucking planet would die to be with me. They would put their Gucci bag on the altar of my throne and sacrifice it as a peace offering just to breathe the air of my existence, right? Which, by the way, those are the types of affirmations that I give to my clients when they give me little backstories, not backshots, backstories. And I give them custom affirmations, right? Links are in the description. A lot of people have actually said they've got overnight results from that. And I think a lot of it is because we're so used to talking so much shit about ourselves when we see a girl like this one. And we're like, oh, but I mean, she probably said, am I cheating on her because she's just a natural flirt, or because she just wanted to be funny? But it doesn't fucking make sense. She wasn't saying that to everybody. I remember one time I got out of the fucking bathroom and she was working dining at that time, right? So the bathrooms are right there where she has to pick up her cleaning product. And I get out and she fucking says out loud, she's like, you barely got out of the bathroom? Like, loud as fuck. In my head, I just got embarrassed because I was like, you know, why is she fucking saying this in front of everybody? Like, wow, I mean, fuck my life. Now she's embarrassing me. But dude, what the fuck? She's focusing more on the fact that I'm taking long in the bathroom than on her own fucking duties. Like, she was supposed to be cleaning fucking tables and she practically looked like she was waiting, right? Like, if this was the new Neo Lartos back then, I would be like, you know what, baby, I'm just getting started. Let's go back in there and suck this schlong, all right? And I realized, looking back, I fucking pushed her away, not because she didn't want me, not because I turned her off and because she wanted to friend zone me, but because I created the friend zone by acting like a fucking friend. Because guess what, ladies and gentlemen? You're tired of being perceived by your SP as a loser. You are acting like a loser because you only act as the character that you created from your assumptions. Okay, I said that she doesn't want to talk to me because apparently she doesn't like me. I'm weird to her, so I started acting like a weirdo, like a guy who's not liked, right? And it was basically, especially with her, because that's the assumption that I carried of her. If you assume that they see you a certain way, you are going to act like that person, even if you're not that person. Because think about it. If I would have said, she wants my cock, she is in love with me, then the moment that she said, are you cheating on me, I would have been like, I mean, come on, baby. You know I have to have a little competition, right? And she probably would have been like, wow, he had the balls to say that to me. Kind of like, I mean, maybe externally she might have gone like, oh my gosh, Neo, you hurt my feelings. But deep down she would have been like, oh, I kind of like when he fucking gets confident and cocky like that. Oh, it's sexy. And then that would have opened up an opportunity for us to get more onto raunchier subjects, right? But you see, this is what happens whenever you automatically have these assumptions, is that you start naturally acting out of character. You start naturally making fucking stupid ass mistakes. This is why a lot of red pill guys talk about, oh, you know, I just got to have better game. I have to work on my social skills. No, you see yourself as a social person beforehand, internally, and your character will be created from those assumptions. And that character, almost like a new spirit, like the scriptures say, I will put a new spirit within you. A new spirit, a new character will be put in you, and you start acting as that person. Now, obviously, someone's going to say, oh, so if I want to be the next Cristiano Ronaldo, then All I got to do is say I'm the next Cristiano Ronaldo, and then tomorrow I'm going to just have the spirit of a very successful soccer player, or, excuse me, football player. And, okay, I don't even have to practice anymore. No, but what will happen is, because I believe that everything has to happen naturally. Like, if you say, I want to resurrect someone from the dead, if it's not natural for that to happen in the 3D, okay, well, the most natural way that it can happen, it will happen. Okay, if you want to resurrect somebody from the dead, you might not actually see them come out of the grave and do the Thriller dance with Michael Jackson, but the grief and the pain that comes from that death will be gone. And it will almost be like if they are living on in spirit with you. Okay? And in this case, if you wanted to say that you're the next Cristiano Ronaldo, okay, you might not fucking start just automatically having these, oh, like, dude, I don't know what got into me, but look at this. And then you're just dribbling the fucking ball like crazy, right? Or like fucking Neymar, right? You're doing all these crazy skills. But what will happen is that naturally you will have opportunities to get trained to get to that level of Cristiano Ronaldo. And it will all happen naturally without you having to do shit. You will just naturally put yourself in situations where you are led to do. That's how I got the success that I have on YouTube. That's how I got the job that I have now, also, you know, managing a restaurant. Is I just saw myself, like, I even remember when I would be cleaning tables, I would not see myself cleaning tables. I would see myself in the World Cup, which is funny, right? But I would pretend like I was fucking scoring goals, like randomly. I would just get the sanitizer and I would just imagine me fucking celebrating, right? And in my subconscious, it knows, okay, well, you're probably not going to go to the World Cup, but it gave me the next best thing. Like, you're going to become a fucking champion here at this job, right? And I just had that champion mindset. And with that, I got a fucking promotion without even looking. All the fucking managers went to college and they're like, hey, our only option is Neo. And guess what? I've been a manager ever since. Fucking 13 years, right? Started at age 19, right? So, you know, you can suck my cock, all right? So, again, guys, you go internally and you see yourself like that, and then, boom, that is how it must be, right? So that's what I should have done with that girl. And, you know, looking back at it now, I realized that there's like so many situations that I kind of messed up just by simply having the wrong assumptions, right? So you could be doing this yourself, right? But a lot of times you might not even know the assumptions that you're holding unless somebody points them out for you. So if you need someone to help you discover those internal blockages, the links are in the description below. I would love to work with you. And also join the channel membership, because if you do, you get access to the next month of videos and you get discounts to the consultations. I love you guys. Take care.